Now, another setting that can be quite useful in terms of physical activity promotion is physical activity promotion in the workplace. And the strengths of this are that you can justify to the employer, to the organization, that in fact the implementation of physical activity within the workplace can lower costs and also reduce the incidence of absenteeism. Also, from a broader perspective, it gives us the opportunity to access a particular target group, that is adults, who spend a large proportion of their life, certainly they're working at work, and so they really often don't have a lot of time to be doing physical activity. Um, Physical activity in the workplace has been used in the past to build morale and teamwork. Um, it also helps to reduce stress management, and again, that links to performance. Um, so, a less stressed workforce is one that has the ability to perform better. There's incentives for off-site use of facilities, and also, as an example, we can see active commuting to and from work as an opportunity. But the barriers actually are also very important, and we need to have approval from various sources, which is complicated, takes time, and therefore takes resources. Depends on the economic climate. So, when times are good, organizations tend to engage in these programs that enhance employee well-being. But when things are tight, they don't like to spend money on these issues. So it really depends on economic climate. As with many of these programs, there's a high dropout rate. People initially become involved, but then become tired of it or have other priorities in their lives. And of course, targeting is a very major issue. Often you see that if you introduce some sort of physical activity promotion campaign in a workplace, what you get is the people who are already fit, already riding to work, already very sports oriented, engaging in it, whereas the people that you really want to touch often are not engaged. So um, these programs can be quite effective, but really they need to be combined with other strategies. It's not just good enough to have an exercise component at work. They need to be combined with communication and also an environment that makes choices to be physically active um, more straightforward. So, for example, you see quite often that stairway use versus elevator use. Now, if you have little billboards or signs in the stairwells, little community announcements, or make the stairwells look more pretty, or make the lift work more slowly, then you tend to get people who are more involved in using stairs. So you can actually steer people towards physical activity by changing the environment a little bit. There are certain sectors where physical activity promotion is actually in the workplace is actually quite successful, and it tends to be in the highly organized and highly physical workplaces like the armed forces and also emergency services. So some industries are more conducive to this sort of promotion than others.